Hey everyone, this is Mr. Nunn again. Today I'm going to teach you how to graph in the first quadrant on a coordinate plane. So on the top right you can see the first point that we're going to plot, and that's going to be point N. And you can see that our x-coordinate, or our x-coordinate is going to be 4, and our y-coordinate is going to be 2. So we're always going to start at the origin, which is right where the x-axis and the y-axis intersect. So it's always going to be right here. That's going to be 0, 0, our origin. Okay, and that's where we're always going to start. And you can see that our x value is 4. So from the origin, that tells us that we're going to move 4 units to the right from the origin. So I'm going to count over 4 units from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 4 units. Now we have to move 2 units up along the y-axis because you can see our y value is 2. So I'm going to count 2 units up. 1, 2. And right there is going to be our point N. So I'll plot it and label it so we don't forget. So that's going to be the first point that we plot. Our next point is going to be point M. And we'll make point M 7, 6. So this time, point M, you can see our x value is going to be 7. So we're going to start at the origin, and we're going to move over to the right 7 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now you can see that our y value for that point is going to be 6. So I need to move 6 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right there is going to be point M. So I'll plot it and label it. And remember, you don't actually have to show these little hop lines. I only show those so that you can kind of follow along with what I'm doing. So those aren't necessary. Your teacher won't require you to do that, most likely. Now, the next 2 points that I want to plot are not technically going to be in the first quadrant, and you'll see why here in a second. Point Z that we're going to plot is going to be at 8, 0. Can you see why it's not going to be in the first quadrant? Are both of those numbers positive? If you answered no, you're right, because 0 is neither positive nor is it negative. So it's actually going to be on one of our axis lines. Can you take a guess as to which axis line it's going to sit on? Let's find out. So you can see that our x value for point Z is going to be 8. So that tells me I'm going to move 8 units over from the origin. So I'm going to start again at the origin, and I'm going to count over 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can see our y value is 0. So that means that you don't go up, nor do you go down. So our z point is going to be right on the line right there. And I'll label that z. Our final point today is going to be another curveball. Point T is going to be at 0, 4. Can you see why it's not going to be in our first quadrant? Are both of those points positive? No, not quite. Remember, 0 is neither positive nor is it negative. So this one's going to be on an axis line as well. So point T, notice, our x-coordinate is going to be 0. So therefore, we're not going to move right this time, nor are we going to move left. We're actually only going to really need the y value, and the y-coordinate is going to be 4. So that tells us we're going to move 4 units directly up from the origin. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there, right on that axis line, that's going to be point T. So I hope that helps you understand how to graph just a little bit more. We're going to keep going over examples over the next few days that are going to go into other quadrants, but this is just a beginner introduction video into how to plot points in the first quadrant. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email me.